Bang on 9 o'clock. Good morning, everybody. We are recording, and welcome to 2021 and the webinars. I've written some notes, and I'll read those out first, and then I'll go through, what it is I did. Not all with my holidays, of course, but with the charts over the holidays. Tuesday, 5th of January 2021. Improvements. We spoke last year in many webinars about making improvements. It's no secret that if you get 1% better each day, then things are going to improve exponentially for you. I received a visit from a member over the holidays and we spoke, albeit briefly and at the front door due to the current restrictions and things like that, about our webinars and our strategies. I'm hopeful he's listening this morning or that he watches the recording because our chat left me more motivated than you can possibly imagine. To him, I must say a huge thank you for that. It really, really helped me and my psychology, what you said to me. So I hope you know who you are. To others, I must say, I can explain it all for you, often and as regularly as you need, but I can't understand it for you. The group can help with that, of course, but it is what it is. I promise it isn't that much to wrap your head around. We go over the same indicators and very minor tweaks or combinations of those across several time frames. It is what it is. Stuff changes. It's the one real constant in life that you can rely on. Things will change. So many people, even people within this group, wander through their days so very blinkered. I'm going to use that word, blinkered, semi-blind to what it is we have here. And I'll tell you a little bit, I'm going to break away from this speech and tell you a little bit the conversation we had at my front door. This gentleman and I, the trader and I, we talked about someone not understanding things and how, well, he'd read a book and that helped him. And the trader said to me, if he'd read your book, that would have helped him loads. And I thought, yeah, it's not like I put it somewhere, I hid it in plain sight, like it's shared on the group, that book, you know. So yeah, many of the traders go through semi-blind to what it is we have here. For some, I think the real problem is that they thought they were buying a system or strategy when they joined up. Like any other tedious and perhaps desperately adult practical trading strategies supplied by the trend signal, knowledge to action, learn to trade type institutions. Here in our group, we have knowledge, real and practical knowledge that you can apply in your own inimitable way to everyday trading, same as you learned to drive, and albeit hopefully you apply those lessons each time you drive. We can only hope. We can learn to drive from the same teacher and still drive with completely different styles. Let that sink in a bit. I've taught more than one person to drive myself. Every single one of them passed their test first time, but some of them drive very differently to others. I'm not a qualified instructor, by the way. I just drove a lot for different places that gave me, let's say, experience that others wanted. Let's leave it there. So today's lesson is a review of lesson 5 and your lesson 5 homework. Next week we'll revisit this again briefly before we look at your lesson 6 and the homework that generated. Eventually and somehow you will pick it up along the way, either directly through me or from the majority of the group members who do understand already. That means it is learnable. That's the reality. It is learnable and you are teachable. So during the holidays, I kept up with my own homework in keeping with my wish for self-improvement and development. I chose 2 indicators to play with or tweak, if you like, seeking the most ideal setting